So let's go on to how to customize your shell. Every developer likes to modify their tools and have everything very personalized to what they want to do. I'm lazy, and so I in general try and use the default for tools so that when I move from computer to computer that I don't have to customize very much. But I look at some of my coworkers' terminals and VS Codes, and they have very specific themes and very specific prompts and all this sorts of stuff like that. So I'm going to show you how you can start venturing into modifying some of those things. So the first thing that I want to tell you about, oh, there you go. There's the next file that it created. Okay, so the next thing I want to tell you about is this prompt, this part right here that you have at the beginning is actually customizable. It's a variable called ps1. So if I say echo ps1, you'll see that it's this gook right there. And it's telling you the first part's the user, then it has an @ which is this, right? And then it has what the name of the host is, which is probably what all of that is. Then it has a colon, which would be this colon right there. Then the /w is the path that you're in, and then the $$ is actually just literally a $, right? So that's what that ps1 prompt is. But for this, I can actually say ps1 equals hello there. And so you can see there, now my prompt is just hello there. Which is probably not the best prompt, but I've also seen people, you can just do this if you want something really simple, right? And now it's just a $, it's not busy at all. You can do stuff like put the date in there. But the thing is there's a bunch of customizations you can do for this, but a lot of people have already done this before and made really cool, and so I've never bothered to figure out the crazy language that I need to know to customize it. I just use someone else's. So I'm going to show you how to do one of the more popular ones, which is called Powerline. So I'm going to say curl, and actually I'm just going to grab it out of the course notes because I don't want to type this all myself. But we're going to curl and bash something like I told you not to do earlier, which is in the customizing your shell. This one right here. And we're just going to paste that. So this is going to go get a installation file off of GitHub. Okay, and then we have cat bash to bash, what did I call it? Bash dash powerline. So you can see here, this is the long script that it's going to go and set everything up so that we can have a cool prompt. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into my bash rc, vi bash rc, and I'm going to put another line underneath here. That's going to be source bash dash powerline.sh. Okay, and now every single time that I start up my bash here, it's going to run this file, which is going to set my prompt to be something cool. So I'm just going to run that directly now. I'm going to say source bash dash powerline. And now you can see it's got color. So if I go up a directory, it's going to do that. If I go back into Ubuntu, okay. So right now it looks colorful and looks a little bit nicer, but let me show you why this actually can be pretty cool. Let's make a directory, my Git project. If I cd into my Git project and I do a git init, so then it actually has the name of my branch on here. If I say git checkout -b another project or another project, it'll keep track of the branch here. I think if I get behind in commits from GitHub, it'll let me know all that stuff. So it does a bunch of cool stuff like that. The only reason I show you all of this is just to let you know there are other cool prompts out there, and Powerline being possibly the most popular one. It would be difficult to say, but it was certainly amongst the most popular one. The one that I use on Mac is one called Git Bash Prompt, which is a good one. It's a little bit more simple, a little less colorful. The one I use for ZSH is called Spaceship, which is really cool. So you can check out that one. Yeah, in fact, I'll show you right now. This is one called Spaceship, and I think it's just for ZSH. But if I go into like personal and then Linux CLI, you can see here it tells me I'm on the master branch. The package is v.1 because it's reading that I have a package.json, and it'll tell me, and by the way, you're running Node 12.16.0. It puts Kubernetes information in there. It puts Docker information in there. It does a bunch of really cool stuff like that.